Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Joshua Aura, Principal RCM College. I'm a member of ISPAC and ACCA. And most importantly, I run Aura and the Company Certified Public Accountants, which is an audit organization based in Westlands, Havens Court. I'm here to talk about the most important interview questions that an accountant should always be ready for. And then I'll be able to try as much as possible to give you like model responses. If I was the one doing this kind of an interview, how would have I responded to these questions? So basically, this will be the top 20 accountant interview questions and responses here. The first one, of course, will be tell us about yourself. If I'm the one responding to this, I have strong accounting skills in financial reporting, reconciliations, taxation, budgeting, bookkeeping, and the use of accounting software such as Excel, Tally, QuickBooks, and the general ERP systems. I have a practical experience preparing financial reports, reconciling accounts, supporting audits, processing statutory deductions, managing receivables and payables, and most importantly, assisting management with financial decision making. One achievement that I'm really proud of is improving the accuracy and timeliness of financial reporting by strengthening reconciliations and ensuring all supporting documentation was complete before reports were submitted. Should you hire me, my goal is to join your organization where I can contribute to strong financial management while continuously developing into a trusted financial professional and a future finance leader. So I hope that is really clear. And the most important thing, like myself, I've attended so many interviews for both multinational and local organizations here. And that is why my responses may be able to flow quite smoothly. It's all about you understanding these kind of responses and then owning them, being able to put them in your own way, and then keep on reciting them. You'll become so good. Remember, especially for this one of tell us something about yourself, I even gave you a method in my earlier videos. And that is why it is very, very important for you to ensure that you subscribe to all our YouTube channels, and if possible, ring a bell so that whenever we upload any video, you should be amongst the very first ones to get that notification. Now, on to question number 2. Why do you want to become an accountant? Seems a foolish question, but you should be able to answer it quite strongly. I enjoy solving business problems using financial information. Accounting gives me the opportunity to help organizations make informed decisions, maintain compliance, safeguard assets, and improve profitability of an organization. It is a profession built on trust, integrity, and analytical thinking, qualities that reflect who I am. So, of course, that kind of a question is targeted to an accountant at some senior level. Somebody who has been able to do and pass financial accounting, management accounting. So somebody, for example, who knows that management accounting is that discipline of accounts that enables any other accountant to prepare information that the management can use to make decisions. And then, of course, you can see the element that I'm bringing in, the element of what here, internal controls. Yeah, that the moment you hire me, then automatically I will be able to help in safeguarding the company's assets. All right. I'm bringing in the issues of professionalism, integrity, etc. On to my third question. Why do you want to work for our company? I chose the organization because of its reputation for professionalism, ethical leadership, and continuous growth. Secondly, I believe my accounting skills can make a meaningful contribution to your financial management. Finally, I'm looking for an employer that invests in employee growth. And from my research, your organization provides that environment. So you can see almost all these questions here will be geared towards one thing. Yeah, the ability of myself as your accountant to provide information that will enable the company have prudent financial management skills. All right. Number 4, what experience do you have that is relevant to this role? I have experience in bookkeeping, financial reporting, reconciliations, payroll support, taxation. KRA is really becoming quite tough. So those are important skills for your organization. Budgeting, audit preparation, and preparing management accounts. My experience, which spans over 20 years, has taught me to work accurately, meet deadlines, maintain confidentiality, and communicate financial information effectively. Question number 5. How do you handle pressure? My response, of course, I identify urgent and high impact tasks first. So I always believe in what we call eat your frog early morning. Those heaviest duties are the ones in this case here that I prioritize. And of course, those are the duties which will be having tough deadlines. So I prepare a clear schedule showing deadlines for reports, tax filings, audits, and reconciliations. I begin critical assignments early to avoid last-minute pressure. If I require additional information or support, I communicate early rather than waiting until deadlines are missed. This approach enables me to remain calm, organized, and productive even during month-end, year-end, or audit periods. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you keep on reciting whatever I'm putting up for you here, you'll become so good, actually even much better than myself. What do you expect to do on a daily basis as an accountant in our organization? That's a question that you cannot really miss out. I expect to record transactions or lead a team that will be recording transactions, reconcile accounts, prepare reports, monitor budgets, process payments, support tax compliance, analyze financial information, maintain accounting records, and advise management on financial matters. Question number 7. How do you check accuracy? This is the easiest of all the questions for an accountant. I check source documents before posting. I analyze transactions to ensure they are correctly classified. I reconcile bank accounts, supplier accounts, customer accounts, and control accounts regularly. I examine every report before submission by comparing it with supporting schedules. Question number 8. What accounting software have you used before? Ladies and gentlemen, remember you can go to your post, or rather this post here, this particular YouTube that I've done, and you are free to make a comment. If, for example, there are softwares you've been able to use that you have been able to excel on, list there. You never know. Of course, like ourselves, you are big employers, given the number of companies that we have. When we see you commenting on our post, we can easily pick talent. So question number 8, what accounting software have you used? Over my 20 years, I've worked with Excel, QuickBooks, Tally, Sage, and ERP systems. Although different organizations use different software, accounting principles remain the same, making it easier to adapt quickly. So it will be very, very important for you to make it, quite general. Why? Because you see, you don't know which software they're using. Number 9, what are your greatest strengths? My strengths include integrity, attention to detail, analytical thinking, time management, teamwork, communication, confidentiality, and ability to work under pressure while maintaining accuracy. Number 10, what is your biggest weakness? This is a tricky question. Earlier in my career, I spent too much time perfecting reports. I have since learned to balance accuracy with efficiency by setting review deadlines and using structured checklists. Yeah, I realized when I work in a good structure, I will end, in this case here, doing my work well without really chasing for perfectionism. Number 11, tell us about a time you worked with others to solve a difficult problem. During an audit, several supporting documents were missing. I worked closely with the procurement, stores, finance, and management to reconstruct the documentation, reconcile balances, and ensure the audit was completed on time without material adjustments. How do you deal with a difficult client? I'm a very, very good listener. So I listen carefully, remain professional, clarify the facts, explain accounting matters in simple language, and focus on solving the problem rather than arguing. My objective is always to protect the client relationship while maintaining professional standards. Yeah, especially this is applicable when I'm working as an auditor. Yeah, I'm serving some clients there. What are the main financial statements? Question number 13. We have the statement of profit or loss, statement of financial position, statement of cash flows, statement of changes in equity, and most importantly, notes to the financial statements that explain every number in those financial statements. Question number 14, which rarely misses and very, very easy. What is working capital? Working capital is current assets less current liabilities. It measures a company's ability to meet short-term obligations using short-term assets. Number 15, explain the difference between deferred revenue and accounts receivable. My response, deferred revenue is money received before goods or services are delivered, making it, of course, a liability. If you don't receive these goods, or rather, if you've received someone's money and yet you haven't released the goods, so automatically you'll be liable if you don't give out those goods. Accounts receivable is now money owed to the business after goods or services have been provided, making it an asset. So expect to receive these monies in future. Number 16, what accounting software are you most comfortable with? Besides Excel, always ensure you mention Excel, because most employers really know the power over Excel, Microsoft Excel. So besides Excel, I'm comfortable using ERP systems, Tally, QuickBooks, Sage, and cloud accounting applications. I also learn new systems quickly because I understand the accounting principles behind them. Question number 17. What is the difference between a trial balance and a statement of financial position? A trial balance is an internal report used to confirm that debits are equal to credits. A statement of financial position that we used to call a balance sheet is a published financial statement showing assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific date. What is deferred tax liability? So as per IAS 12 income taxes, a deferred tax liability arises when taxable profit is temporarily lower than the accounting profit because of what we call TD, temporary differences, meaning additional tax will be payable in future periods. Question number 19. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is quite a tricky question. Very few people get it right. In 5 years, I see myself as a trusted finance professional who will have grown technically and professionally, taken on greater leadership responsibility responsibilities, mentored junior staff, and contributed significantly to strategic decision making within this organization. Last question, number 20. Why should we hire you? Quite interesting. You should hire me because I combine technical accounting knowledge with integrity, professionalism, and a strong work ethic. I'm dependable, quick to learn, committed to continuous improvement, and passionate about producing accurate financial information that management can confidently rely on. My goal is not simply to keep records, but to add measurable value to the organization. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to rewatch this interview. And most importantly, if you know anybody who will be attending any form of interview for accountants in the near future, share this particular video with them and they will come thanking you later. So as I told you earlier on, ensure that you are able to subscribe to this channel. This channel is being run by RCM Career Series, and I'm 100% sure you'll be able to get what you desire. Thank you so much. Be blessed.